Yo, what's up legends? Ever wondered how the pro players manage to kill the specific target they aim for at the backline? Or why they can land their skills perfectly while your skills go berserk when you try to do that? For this once, let's say it's not a fault in you, rather it's a fault in your settings that you are using. So in this video, I will be explaining each and every options so that you can have a better idea about what you need to do and what to avoid. So buckle up. So before we jump into the settings, I would like to clear the fact that these settings are individual preferences. This is just to help out my fellow players who are struggling a bit, and this might get a little too long as I'm gonna be very elaborative for the players to understand the mechanics rather than just copying it, so they can modify it according to their own need. If you just need the switch settings, you can get it after every section as a screenshot. I'll leave the timestamps below as everybody's time is valuable and I respect it. Thanks. If you not noticed, Moonton have been a little sneaky with the settings lately and made some changes in the settings too. So I thought why not cover it all to help the players. First, let's start with polishing the basics. Let's start with outline. As you can see in the clips, it adds an outline to your hero, which may help you distinguish visually in fights, but I'm not a big fan of it, as it will take away some power from your device, so turn it off. Next, camera height. It makes a huge difference in your visual field. As you can see in the clip, it gives you that extra vision so that you can be aware of those sneaky gankers. Next, screen shake. If you're not a kind of guy who get peace in chaos, turn it off. As you can see, it shakes the whole screen, which might look cool, but distorts your focus and adds unnecessary chaos to an already chaotic match. Next, HD mode. I like to see my victories in HD, so keep it on, it won't make that much of a difference. Next, shadow. Turn it off as it will use unnecessary resources from the device, and with it turned off, it will still give you a soft shadow to work on. Next, creep HP. As you can see in this clip, turning it on will show the health of the creep in numericals so that you can be more precise with your retributions. So keeping it on is a must. And another must thing to turn on is damage text. Turning it on will give you an idea about the nature of the damage and how much damage are you getting or dealing. That way you can get an idea which enemy to avoid or you can flex your damage. Next up is colorblind filter. I'll leave this one to you. Next, merge text. Turn it on to keep the battlefield a little clean while you are cleaning the enemies. It adds up all the damage and gives you a total amount. Coming up next is a frame rate and graphics. See, I'm a poor guy, okay? I don't have a high-end device, so I'll leave these in your rich hands too. But I would suggest to go with the recommended settings only. Okay legends, now that we got over our basics, let's control the battlefield with controls in the settings. First, targeting method. There are three types of targeting method: the standard, the advanced, and the additional. The standard, as the name says, doesn't really distinguish between minions or the hero, and you get only the basic attack button, which will choose the target for you. But remember, in some cases, killing the minions first might be more beneficial than killing the hero, so let's advance. Now, if you want a little more control over whom your hero decides to vanish, try using the advanced mode, which is my favorite mode of attacking that lets you decide whether you attack a minion or a hero or the tower. Sometimes breaking the tower at the end than trying to kill the enemies is more valuable. Remember, you win the game by getting the objectives done, not by killing enemies. But hey, if you can flex your kills, that's a win, right? Anyway, this mode of attack has the most advantage. It even complements some heroes like Melissa, where you can shoot models and it will shoot the enemies. Then there is an additional mode which I don't use much and I also don't recommend it. It can switch between different minions or different enemies by just tapping the button, as you can see, but this can be done better with the options I will be giving afterwards. Now let's proceed to the targeting priority. For this, I will suggest you to keep it according to the types of hero you play. For example, if you play support, then you can select the lowest HP percent. That way, you can be a good person and help your team. But if you prefer playing marksman or assassin, then lowest HP might be for you to clear the enemies off the battlefield faster. And if you like to play fighters, then you should pick the closest target so that you don't keep chasing that one Layla who doesn't want you near her while you are getting attacked. So moving on, as you should, let's talk about some advanced control modes. First is the hero lock mode. While on, it gives you some extra buttons that will help you out to lock onto the enemy you want to kill first. For that, you just have to tap it and use your skill. Share this secret with those assassin friends who keep hitting the tank. Next, we have the accurate indicator, which is basically renamed from the old smart skill targeting. With this, you can precisely aim at the enemies. As you can see in the right, I can specially pick the enemy I want to zap. Next is the basic attack smart targeting. You know how boring and basic our basic attacks are, right? You can't control whom to attack. It's like they have their own brain, like this. But with this, you can control this too, especially heroes like Alucard, where you can enhance basic attack and long range after casting a skill. This will help you a ton, so keep it on. Next is aim panning. This option is helpful for mages who have to aim long ranges like Nova here, as it shifts the camera angle slightly towards the direction of the aim and might help you aim better, but I keep it off as it causes the screen to move and make me lose my focus and also makes me inconsistent. Next is the assistant aiming mode. Turning it on will give your skills magnet which sticks to the enemy so that you don't miss when you auto aim. So turning it on might be a smart option, and don't worry, you can still aim manually. Next is moving pursuit. This option will make you chase the enemies near you whenever you push the basic attack button, just like you chasing your ex, and you don't want that, right? As this will cause some heroes like 1-1 to get a seizure, so keep it up. But it should be noted that your hero will still chase the enemies when you push the basic attack button and don't move your joystick. Next up is close pursuit. What this does is, it will prioritize the creep or hero near you. Generally, the heroes are the topmost priority, so when you tap your basic attack, it will get attracted towards the enemy. But with this on, your hero will stick to the nearest creep or hero. But I will suggest turning it off, as heroes can kill us and creeps cannot. I know, I have been killed by it too. Anyway, let's head to the pause movement and joystick center. This option will make your movement more graceful like that of a model. When you turn on this option, whenever you move your joystick within this square, the hero won't move. But when you turn it off, your hero will dance whenever you touch it. I would still suggest you to turn it off though, as it makes the movement experience a bit laggy and you won't be able to make those ankle breaking outplays with this on. Next is the active creep filter. It basically prioritizes the creep which is active, which means it is attacking somebody or you. As you can see in the clip, with it on, I will attack the active creep, though it's not close to me. But with this off, I'll be attacking the blue as it is near me. Kill joystick position. Keep it in fixed position, period. Next, attack activation distance. This option will decide at what distance you would want to chase an enemy. There is 3 options here. Distant, where the range is very big and you will chase like crazy when you tap the basic attack button. Close, where the distance is short, and fixed position based on range, which determines the distance according to your hero. Next, auto upgrade, off. Auto buy, off, as you don't want the system to choose what you buy or not. Next is joystick settings. Fixed position, keep it on. You don't want to dance around whenever you tap like this, right? Now, HP lock and HP shift. This will make a huge difference for you as a jungler. This will help you to steal those turtles and lords. Keep it on. As you can see, this will allow their HP bar to move with you even when they are not probably visible. And keeping the HP lock on will add an additional prompt that will show the HP of the lord, turtle, or even towers if you are in mood of pushing towers only. Next, skill wheels setup. Slide all the way to high as you want to be quick with your fingers. Next is the cast cancelling. One will give you a button at a specific position, which by the way, you can change and you can cancel your skills while dragging your fingers over it. Whereas the other will make you swipe a certain distance to cancel it in whatever direction you choose. But I will still prefer to go with the button as there will be less accidental cancelling of your skills when you need it the most. Remember, in Mobile Legends, every second matters, so better safe than sorry. And it will also help you to build a muscle memory if the button is always present in one place only. Next is the camera movement setting, which I kept at medium, but you can experiment the heck out of it. It will help you to check the map a bit faster. You can just tap on the map or swipe on the screen to check what your dumb allies are doing. It's also a great idea to check the exact health of your teammates or the lord. Now that we have finished this part 2, let's head to interface, where we'll add a little of our own touch. First, the custom UI. Remember, you cannot change this while you are in game, so change it before you play a game and adjust it by playing it in the training mode. You can customize however you like, but still hear me out. Let's first take this action notification to the left and decrease its size a little. Then swing this skill notification a little bit and move it to the side so that it doesn't block our view centrally. I have been in many situations where I couldn't look at the enemy because of this notification. I know, showing off your skills is cool, but winning the game is cooler. Perfect. Now the effect display, slide it all the way below the map and line it perfectly. This will display the effects that you gain from items and enhance basic attacks or stacks. So slide it there. Beautiful. Next is the map, which many of your teammates ignore, but you cannot, as it is the most important option out of all. Set its transparency to maybe 60. You should be asking why I am lowering the opacity. Well, by lowering the opacity, it won't affect the display of your teammates or enemies in the map, but it will help you get a wide range of vision even through the map. And for the size, all the way to 150 and make your allies look at it forcefully. Just kidding, keep the map size at around 100% only and you are good to go. But feel free to adjust whatever you think is necessary. Let's go directly to the last setting I want to change, and that is Battle UI opacity. Many of the people ignore this setting, but it is quite a secret sauce. Keep them all low, as this will keep you alert when you are taking your sweet time buying an item or checking out the enemy dominating you. Now, I am leaving the rest of the settings in your capable hands, as they don't contribute much in game and are more of your personal preferences. But what I will definitely suggest you is to smash that like and subscribe button, turn on the notification to get notified whenever I upload a helpful video like this, and comment down below if the video was helpful or not. I really appreciate your support. Hope to meet you in my next video. Till then, keep it legendary.